8 wins must be the big bad dog. Let's do it today. Let's stand out. Let's stand out for every man next to you. It gotta mean something. It gotta mean something. If we want to go somewhere, we gotta do it today. We gotta do it today. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All in, all out, baby. All in. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3, win.
Yo, 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 what's up? It's Will Connor Recaps back in for a little recap of Week 13, Niners, Dolphins. All right, well, we got to start off with this game did not exactly start the way the way I would have or any Niner fans would have expected. I mean, we give the ball to the Dolphins and the first play of offense, and boom, touchdown. We are down 7-0. Start the game. Was not happy about that, I can tell you that for sure. And then to make matters worse, get the ball, start driving. Jimmy Garoppolo is injured. Out of the game. Brock Purdy has to come into this game. Brock Purdy. And little did we know, we found out later on that evening, that Jimmy Garoppolo is out for the season. So he's done. It looks like it's going to be Brock Purdy's team from here on out for the rest of the season. It's interesting. But we go down 7-0. We get a field goal, 7-3. We go up 10-3. I mean, 10-7. And they get a field goal and it's 10-10. Then right before the half, we go up 17-10. Yeah, it was a crazy game. And then that streak we had of nobody scoring in the second half against us ended in this game because the Dolphins got a nice touchdown later in the second half. But the defense turned it on. Bosa was playing out of his mind. It was awesome having Eric Armstead back. I mean, he definitely helped. We missed him for sure. There's no doubt about that in my mind that we missed having him around. And it helped. You know, Bosa had like 3.5 sacks or something like that. It was incredible. And a strip sack fumble that led to another touchdown. I mean, the Niners, it was interesting. And Brock Purdy did his thing. I mean, he wasn't perfect. He made some mistakes. He definitely, I mean, he's a 7th round, Mr. Irrelevant draft pick. He made some good plays. I mean, he threw on the run. He threw some darts. He took some hits. I mean, the Dolphins blitzed the heck out of him. Well, they were blitzing Jimmy too. They were blitzing everybody. That was their. I guess that was their plan. Their plan was to blitz us like crazy and shut us down that way. Mason played. Mason had a decent runs. I mean, he played pretty well. McCaffrey did well in both the running and the receiving game. Debo had a pretty good game. Ayuk got his. Kittle got a few catches. I mean, it was interesting. Well, it was a nerve-wracking game, I can tell you that for sure. I mean, it was one of those games like we take the lead, we're doing well, and then it's like the Dolphins find a way to score after they couldn't. I mean, it was getting crazy. We were kicking field goals. It was like, is this going to be enough? But then we get that strip sack fumble pretty much at the end of the game. It's made it 33-17, and that was it. That was all we needed right there. We got 33 points. They only scored 17, and we won. And it was awesome. It was great. Because I'm a Niner fan. I want us to win. And we won. And that's the beauty thing about it. We did it with our third-string quarterback. Think about that for a minute. Trey Lance was the starting quarterback. He was out for the year in week 2. Jimmy was the backup. He comes in and becomes number 1. Purdy becomes his backup. Now, Garoppolo goes out in this game. He's done for the year. So, yeah, the third string quarterback comes in and helps us win the game. Now, the defense definitely did most of the work. No doubt about that in my mind. There was plenty of times. And, they had to, I don't know. He was nervous. He was worried. I don't know what was going on with him. I mean, he was missing passes that were open, and he was turning the ball over. He was doing a lot of things that he hasn't really done much this year. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what that was. The defense just playing out of their mind. So many interceptions and a fumble. I mean, man, I don't. It's hard to even say. It's just I was watching that game, but I never really felt like you know the game was in hand. At least not at first, though. Not even just at first. I mean, the stats we got going on over here. You know what? Let me share my screen real quick. Let's see. Present. Screen share. Chrome tab. Yes. Let's go to that one. Share that. All right. Okay. So for the Dolphins, I didn't even know Skylar Thompson even came in. What was it? When did he do it? He threw an interception. When did that happen? I don't know. But I must have missed that or something. Tua threw 2 interceptions. Okay. It seemed like he threw more than 2. Oh, maybe because Skylar Thompson threw one. I guess he was one of the ones that threw. Okay, maybe they just brought him in and thought something was going to happen there. So there was 3 interceptions. Okay. I thought it was a decent amount because I know Warner had one. Ward had one. Diamador Lenore had one. Okay. Yeah, Mostert only had 30 yards. Jeff Wilson only had 3. He only ran the ball once. Wow. Tyreek went off, and he got his touchdown. He had that one big play. That was what gave them the why they have 17, because in the second half they only had 10, and then they got that touchdown. Sherfield had the one big play for a touchdown, and that was the first play of the game, also because of why they had 10. But other than that, I mean, there was not a lot going on. They tried, but and yeah, and then that was their defense. Okay, yeah, returns, kicking. All right. This doesn't show that Tua also had a fumble, so he had 3 turnovers by himself. Niners, right? Jimmy, 4 passes. Brock threw 37 times, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he had an interception too. That was actually a really good play by Xavier Rhodes. Is that his name? The cornerback from Miami. What is his name? You know what? I can find out real quick, right? Where's the defense? Defense. Xavier Howard. That's the one. Yeah, he has the interception. Wow. I got him confused. I think Xavier Rhodes is Vikings. I don't know. But it was a good play. He tried to fit it in to Ayuk, and Xavier Howard made a great play on it. Yeah, McCaffrey, 66 yards. Jordan Mason, 51 yards. Debo had a little bit. They didn't really use TDP much. I'm surprised because I said he was pretty much going to give up McCaffrey's backup, those 2. But McCaffrey also had 80 receiving yards and a touchdown. That was a nice play. I think that was before the half. That was what gave us 17 before the half. 17-10 for us. Debo had 56 yards. Ayuk had 46. I mean, everyone got their hands in it. Even Croft got a pass. Juszczyk got some. Juszczyk got a touchdown. Yeah. This was insane. Jimmy Ward, look at this. 7 tackles, 4 tackles. Interception here. Warner got his interception. Lenore got his interception. Yeah, those are the 3 interceptions. And then it was a fumble recovery. I guess that's under this stat here. Yeah. Yeah, fumbles lost 1. Yeah. Interceptions thrown 3. Yeah, 1. Okay. And they ended up with 8 penalties for 68 yards. That's 445. we actually had more sack. We were sacked more times than them, but we ran 79 plays and they ran 45. We were 1 for 2 on fourth down, so were they. We were 8 for 19 on third. They were 0 for 7. Yeah, their third down efficiency was not good. We had 21st and 14. We had 4.4 yards per play. They had 6.8. That's because they had those two really big plays. We killed them in rushing yards, 121 to 33. The passing yards, 230, 275. They had those big plays. So we had more total yards because of the rushing. So 351, 308. But yeah, it was just one of those games. It was crazy. I mean, but it was awesome at the same time. It was like, we were out there doing it. We won the game. It was awesome that we won the game. I heard a lot of things leading up to this game. There was a lot of talking going on, but in the end, we did what we needed to do to win, and now we're 8-4. 8-4. Yeah, 8-4. 8-4. The Dolphins are now the same exact record, 8-4. But it was awesome. I enjoyed it. I definitely was nervous through a lot of that game. They moved the ball. It seemed like well, and then those quick scoring plays that they had. It's like you got it now. But when it all was said and done, the number one defense was the one that came out on top, as probably us 49 fans expected. But hey, you know how things are. It was great. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was glad we were able to do that. It was awesome to see. I'm happy to see that. Extremely happy to see us win. And yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. I think I've mentioned everything I could think of. Some of the defensive plays we had, the challenging plays that they were trying to give to them. Oh, the other funny thing was the strip sack fumble recovery for a touchdown. They tried to say the Dolphins scored, and they even tried to give them the points, and then immediately it went off the screen real quick. I don't know what was going on with whoever was controlling that. Like it's like I know the Dolphins had the ball when that happened, but it wasn't them. You should know who it was. But it was just interesting. It was like, damn, they're trying to give them points, and that's literally what I said when it happened. I was like, oh, they're trying to give them points. That's crazy. But yeah, but it was great. It was great to see that. We did what we needed to do. But now, we got Brock Purdy. They're probably working out some quarterbacks. I heard they took Josh Johnson off of the whoever's practice squad he was on. I don't know if they're going to bring anybody else in. They might. I don't know what the case may be, but man, we're in for a ride. You got the Buccaneers next week at 4 p.m. at home against Tom Brady, and we're gonna have to see. Can we do it again? Can we find a way to win with third string quarterback? If the defense playing out the minds like they need to, we could, this could be good. I'm looking forward to it. I hope we do well the rest of the way. I'm happy. I'm very happy we won. I feel bad for Jimmy. I mean, the guy came in and our starting quarterback got hurt. He came in and he was playing pretty well. Not right away, but he got to a point. He was, these last, I don't know, 4 weeks ish. He's, playing mistake free, doing what he's got to do, and then he gets hurt. Now he's out for the year. Probably the end of his time in San Francisco, I would think. Thanks, Jimmy. It was an interesting ride with you. Since you've been here since 2017. Yeah. You came in those last 5 games, and then ups and downs, the Super Bowl appearance that we were winning and we lost, and last year's NFC Championship game that we gave away. I mean, it's an interesting ride. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I really, 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 really hope we could do it this year. Finally, since 94-95 season was the last time we won. I was in high school. I was a sophomore in high school. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because my freshman year was 93. So yeah, I was a sophomore in high school. So last time we won a Super Bowl. And we've been there twice since then and lost, which is bad because we were undefeated in the Super Bowl prior to that. And I really love to cling on to that whole, only team, team that's been in the Super Bowl more than like once and is undefeated. But now we're 5-2, and I mean it's still a good percentage record wise, but it's time to go out there and win one. More than one, really. I mean, open the floodgates. Let's win a few. I mean, wishful thinking, but that's how I feel. But thanks. Listen to me, another game recap. Peace. Stay woke, y'all. All right. We out of here. Thanks.